Have you ever been to a town where the houses are painted like bright crayons, where the smell of fresh bread fills the streets, and where a peaceful lake glistens under the morning sun? Among the cheerful houses stood a cozy red-roofed home with potted flowers spilling over its balcony. The lace curtains swayed in the breeze, and the golden light danced across its walls like a warm hug. Inside, the day had just begun. In the living room, Liam Yilmaz zoomed toy cars across the patterned rug. Sunlight streamed through the lace curtains, catching dust motes that twinkled in the air. Liam's energy seemed boundless, like the whole world was waiting for him to explore. It wasn't long before he dashed outside, chasing pigeons in the lively town square. The birds flapped and scattered into the blue sky, while market stalls burst with colors, spices, fruits, and bright woven fabrics. Liam's laughter echoed between the walls of the old stone buildings. Back home, he was busy again, this time building a massive pillow fort. Blankets draped over chairs created secret passageways. A glowing flashlight flickered inside, and books and toys littered the floor. It was his own kingdom, messy and magical. From the kitchen came the delicious scent of pancakes. Liam's mom stood at the stove, smiling warmly as she flipped one onto a growing stack. Liam shuffled in wearing pajamas, hair wild, still rubbing his sleepy eyes. "Did you brush your teeth?" Mom asked, raising an eyebrow. Liam froze. In the bathroom, the toothbrush sat lonely and unused on the counter. He gave her a sheepish grin. Just then, Dad walked in, holding a basket of fresh flowers from the garden. He set them on the table but frowned at the sight of shoes scattered everywhere and socks hiding under a chair. Still, breakfast brought them all together. Pancakes piled high, jam glistening in the jars, though Liam's shirt was untucked and his hair still stuck up like a tiny hedgehog. That afternoon, Liam trotted down the lane to visit Mrs. Ada, an elderly neighbor with the kindest eyes in town. Her house was like something out of a storybook. White walls, flower boxes brimming with blooms, and a little wooden gate that creaked when you pushed it open. The lake sparkled just beyond. Inside, the wooden floors shone. Books stood in neat rows, and a faint lemony scent filled the air. Liam wandered in, wide-eyed, until Mrs. Ada appeared, offering him a cookie and a steaming cup of tea. "You know, Liam," she said, settling into her chair, "caring for your space is like caring for yourself. When things are tidy, your heart feels lighter." Liam nibbled his cookie, thinking about her words. That night, lying in bed in his messy room, clothes on the floor, toys everywhere, he couldn't stop replaying them in his mind. Moonlight streamed through his window, making the mess look even bigger. The next morning, before anyone else was awake, Liam grabbed a sheet of paper and wrote at the top, "My Sparkle Day." Beneath it, he began a list of little things he could do to make his world shine. He started in the bathroom, brushing his teeth until they gleamed, watching minty foam bubble in the mirror. He washed his face, laughing as cool water sparkled in the sunlight. He picked up clothes from the floor, tossed them into the laundry basket, and lined up his shoes neatly by the door. Muddy boots, sandals, and sneakers all in a perfect row. Finally, he combed his hair until it behaved, smiling at his reflection. In the kitchen, he poured himself a glass of milk without spilling a drop, and carefully served breakfast. Mom peeked in, eyes wide. "Liam, what's going on?" "I'm doing a sparkle day," he announced proudly. Soon he was out on the balcony with his grandfather, watering flowers side by side. He wiped the table until it shone and straightened the chairs. Passing a hallway mirror, he caught sight of himself. Neat hair, clean clothes, and a proud smile that seemed to come from the inside out. That evening, as Mom tucked him in, Liam whispered, "Doing things myself made me happy." She hugged him tightly, her eyes soft. The days that followed in the lakeside town were as dreamy as ever, boats gliding over calm waters, shopkeepers arranging fresh bread, children laughing in the streets. But something in Liam had shifted. The next morning, he brushed his teeth without being reminded, put his shoes in their place with a grin, and helped Mom set the dining table, placing each plate just so. He folded towels, fed pigeons in the square while wearing tidy clothes, and added colorful check marks to his Sparkle Steps list. Soon, that list hung proudly on his wall, each tick a little victory. One sunny afternoon, Liam rode his bike along the lakeshore, the wind ruffling his neatly combed hair. Children waved as he passed, and he waved back, feeling like part of something bigger, like the sparkle inside him was catching. He helped Dad carry baskets of flowers from the garden, their laughter drifting through the golden light of sunset. And one evening, as the lake glowed at golden hour, Liam stood tall, shoes tied, hair smooth, heart full. In the corner of the scene, in looping, playful letters, the words seemed to float in the air. Real sparkle comes from care. Taking care of your body and your things is the first step to feeling confident, healthy, and happy. And when you shine from the inside, the whole world looks brighter too.